Hey everybody, it's Tim from Tadabase here, and today we're shining a spotlight on Tadabase Plugins. Tadabase plugins are bite-sized pieces of code that we can install into an application with just a few clicks. Okay, with the power of no-code installation and low-code customization, we can massively change how our application looks, feels, and acts by installing these plugins in any page inside of your app. Whether you're looking to embed some sort of external widget, or you want to make user interface or user experience changes, or you just want to make some general utility improvements, the limits of Tadabase plugins are honestly pretty endless. And we're going to take a look at a couple now. I'm inside of a sales application, and I want to give my users the ability to book a meeting using my Calendly link. Now, before I actually dive into installing that plugin, I want to quickly show you where you can find plugins, how to use them, and some of the other options that you're going to see inside of this new page. Now, when we're inside the page builder and we have selected any of our application pages, you'll see a new button in the upper right-hand corner called Plugins. We can click the plugins button to open up all of the available plugins for that particular page. Now, by default, any non-compatible plugins are going to be hidden. And all this means is that you don't have a compatible component on your page for the plugins that are currently available. If we uncheck the hide non-compatible plugins, you'll see the list of plugins that we have already. We can search for plugins, we can filter by category, or we can filter by what component the plugin is used for. Now, in the case of Calendly, that's going to be an embed or a widget. So I'm going to click this box to filter by that, and now we can install the Calendly plugin. For the plugins that you install, you'll see a small installation form pop up next that asks you to choose the component that you want to install the plugin for, along with some extra settings. For Calendly, we'll need to paste in our meeting URL, and then we can change the widget width or the widget height. After we click install, that's it. We can preview the page, and we're going to have a fully functioning Calendly widget inside of our app, just that easy. Now, I did mention earlier that we have the power of low-code customization. So if we go back to our builder and we take a look at the JavaScript tab, we'll see exactly what was installed using the plugin. All plugins are going to be basically a set of CSS and JavaScript and maybe some HTML that you can then go into your app and customize whenever you want. So in my case, if I want to change the height of the particular widget, I can find the line of code that references height and change it from 680 pixels to 880 pixels. And just like that, my plugin is now modified with some quick low code adjustments. Let's take a look at a few more examples now. I'm now inside of a project management application, and there's three different changes that I want to make to this application. Number one, I want to display a progress bar at the top of the page that shows the progress of this particular task based on the value of this progress field. Number two, I want my users to add task note, but I want them to do it in the form of a voice recording. And number three, when the voice recording is saved, I want to display it as an actual audio player rather than an attachments field. Now, all of this is possible with Tadabase plugins, and I can make all three changes to this application in under a minute. We'll go back to our builder and we'll start to install our plugins. The first one I want to add is for the progress bar. So I'll search for progress and click install. I'll choose the component that I need and also the field that I want and click install. Next, we'll go for voice to convert an attachments field into a voice recorder. I'll choose the form where my attachments field lives, and then next I'll choose my actual attachments field inside of the form, and now that plugin is installed. And last, we are going to convert the attachments field from a download link into an audio player. Same thing here. We're going to choose our table component where this attachments field is being displayed, and we'll choose the actual field. And now that is installed as well. Okay, and once we refresh our live app, you can see we are done. We have a progress bar at the top of the page that displays the progress of the task based on this particular progress value right here. We can add new notes by simply clicking the microphone button and start our audio recording for our task note. And once we save it inside of our task notes data table here, you can see that the attachments field is now outputting as a audio player. All right, so that's Tadabase Plugins for you. It's no code installation with low code customization of small code snippets that can drastically change how your app looks, feels, and behaves. We're super excited for everybody to try out Tadabase Plugins. And in the future, we're going to open up plugins for the community so that other Tadabase builders can build and design plugins for themselves and for the community. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time. Take care.